Twitch streams and cutting out like clips of, I left like a 2-week backup of footage that I had to sift through and clip and whatever. Spent a long time doing that. All I've done today was wake up, make a video, do that, and now I'm already really, really, really hungry again. Somebody in the comments asked for a pasta video. I don't know what they were referring to, whether it was this or not. I would assume it was this because I just did a ramen video like 2 days ago. So I would assume they weren't looking for that kind of pasta, even if it makes a difference. But, we've got a batch of my favorite pasta here. I tried to give you that good little bit of pasta sounds and stuff. I'm already hearing some creaking. I tried to get this. I didn't want to interrupt my clipping process. And even though I've been hungry for a while, it's 6:40 in the morning right now. I could have done this a couple hours ago. I decided not to. I'm paying the price right now because I'm hearing the noises and stuff. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't like interrupting my processes. I like to do everything at once. You know what I mean? So, this is what we've got. I'm gonna try to give you guys a bit more stirring sounds. I always keep the stirring sounds kind of short because the table can creak, or the dish will shift, or the fork hits the edges or the bottom of the dish, and it's very tedious to edit. And sometimes the noises are kind of peaky, and but I will give you guys a bit more, and there will probably be some box tapping in this video as well, somewhere surrounding the demolition of this pasta by my mouth. This is very poppy pasta. Hopefully that was good. Almost forgot to do the Diet Coke. That's how hungry I am. I was actually going to add some cheese curds to this meal because I've got a couple, and even though I wanted to, and I kind of was thinking, I'm worried I'm gonna be still hungry after this. It is what it is. But I didn't want to overcomplicate my cooking process right now and run the risk of there being noises ruining the video. When I put in a lot of effort, I'll do it a different time maybe, or I'll just add the cheese curds to something else. No big deal. I know I eat this on the channel a lot. I love it. Please don't judge me. And please don't judge the way that I hold my fork. video with this pasta where I had the pasta and some TGI Friday cheese curds. Or I guess they were more mozzarella sticks, technically. And I've done those mozzarella sticks once before on the channel, and then I got them a second time because I liked them. And I took those mozzarella sticks, put them onto a plate, and then poured my macaroni on top of it. And it was either because I took too long to set it up, or the noise in the room, I believe, was a big part of it as well, that it took so long for me to be able to even start eating the food that by the time I started eating it, it wasn't warm anymore. And I was just in a bad mood already, frustrated, didn't like and probably there was still sound at the same time. And so I quit and I just ate it on my own, cold, and it was good. It could have been a lot better if it was fresh, but it really, really just kind of, I thought it would have been a really good video, and it was just getting sabotaged both by myself and my surroundings, and so I gave up on it. I always think about doing it again. Maybe I can someday, but I'll have to go back to the store because this is the only bit of this pasta that I have here right now. One of those slipped down my throat a little bit too quick there. Hey, yo. Yeah, one of those just got me in the tickly spot in my throat. Oh, my eyes are like watering up from that. I didn't like almost choke. I just coughed like a little bit, but oh my god, like love hurts. Love hurts. Guys, go look. I think it's like my second or third most viewed video on the channel is a 3-pound version of this macaroni. This one's only 1 pound and 4 ounces, as you can see on the box. The 3-pound version is very hard to find. They don't just carry it at like Kroger. The only way we found it recently was my mom finds it during the holiday season at Costco. And it's funny because she found it on a sale for like $10 for the 3-pounder. This one's not even 1.5 pounds, and it's $13. I feel like I've been eating these 1 pound 4 ounce ones really fast lately. I really wish I could have the 3-pounder. It's just too hard to find. It just does not, like I'm already so far through this. I want more, and I could just keep buying more, but these really are so expensive for what you're. Again, I like to pay. I'm proud to pay for this food because I love it. But if I would have bought again, I couldn't. It's not like I can microwave 2 of these at once. If I bought a second one of these, that's $26. I just wish I could have the 3-pounder so badly. light some sad. Hiccup, big hiccup. I had to hiccup so bad earlier after I recorded another video. And sneezes. Been hiccuping and sneezing all night. But yeah, see, like, I feel like I didn't even try to eat it that fast this time. And I know I didn't talk a lot in between bundles of bites, but like, it's gone. It's all gone. Like, I could definitely keep eating more. Should I keep eating more? Probably not. It probably is a fair portion in terms of, like, it won't make my stomach hurt, you know? It really never does, so it's all good. I love it so much. See, it's like I've only been recording for like 20 minutes, so that's how I know that, like, we're probably like 10 minutes into the video right now and the food's already done. That's not good. Gonna read the back of the box here for extra content purposes. Trusted deliciousness since 2003. For 20 years, Beecher's delicious foods have created remarkable everyday moments around your table. We've worked hard to earn and keep your trust. Here's how. We use only the best ingredients. We have a high bar for deliciousness. We operate as a good corporate citizen, creating value for customers, employees, and partners. A percentage of all Beecher's sales goes to support efforts that matter to us most. Well, I didn't know this. Pure food commitment. For more than 20 years, Beecher's has invested more than $4 million into the Beecher's Foundation, equipping over 300,000 kids with the skills to decode food packaging and marketing messages so they can make informed food choices for life. Plastic waste. While our options for non-plastic food packaging remain limited, Beecher's donates a percentage of sales to non-profit organizations dedicated to cleaning up the world's plastic waste. Interesting. That is interesting. I didn't actually know that. It's been on the box every time I bought it, and I've never bothered to read it. But that's interesting. That's cool, I guess. I'm very, like, when it comes to, like, doing nice things or, like, charitable things, I'm very, like, I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't sound weird. I like it to be, like, a direct impact. I feel like I'm very off-center right now. A direct, like, I rather, like, see the people that I'm helping. I rather, like, have, like, a connection to them and directly help them myself rather than give it to a middleman. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, if I ever have a fuck ton of money, I would rather literally just hand it to the people that I want to help specifically, rather than just write a check and give it off to a company, not even because of, like, a trust thing, but, like, just, I want that relationship, you know? I want to directly see how I'm impacting them and understand the value of these things, you know? Understanding the value of what you can do for others type shit. Or whatever corny, nice guy shit that I just said. So today, it's 7:01 in the morning on the 30th of April today. On the 28th and the 29th, I woke up at like 5 to 7 p.m. Just messed up sleep schedule. And I attempted to try to sleep only a couple hours after I woke up to try to fix my schedule a little bit, because I don't like to stream like too late at night. Well, I like to stream late at night, but like I don't want to start my stream so late in the day. And I just failed miserably the past 2 nights. Like last night I was so tired at like 1 in the morning and I just couldn't go to sleep. I was able to fall asleep at like 8 or 9 in the morning, maybe. Actually, it was maybe like 10 in the morning, I think. I started to fall asleep, and I had alarms set for like 2 hours later, because I just wanted to nap. And then I like woke up to the alarms and felt miserable and ended up in bed until 7 p.m. because my body just crashed, I guess. And spamming yourself with alarms kind of sabotages your sleep and doesn't, it just makes things worse sometimes. So like again, I woke up at like 7 p.m. today and I felt pretty tired after a couple hours. I don't know if it was really fully, I think it was a bit of like mental tired because I was kind of upset at the schedule. And, I had all this stuff I wanted to do, like, make X, Y, and Z videos or go and edit these clips specifically was my main thing. And I was just so tired and groggy that I didn't really, I was like on the verge of falling asleep while editing a video for ASMR earlier. Not even because I don't enjoy my own ASMR. That's not why I was falling asleep. I was just bored. Editing these videos can be very boring. But, I thought I would be able to go to sleep a little bit after, and it didn't really hit me. And so I decided to, just lock in and get some of my other stuff done, clear out this footage and whatnot, and so I did that. So I just cleared out like 2 weeks of footage, clipped all that stuff. It really did take me like 4 or 5 hours to sift through the hours and hours of it and make sure everything was clipped right and exported right and whatever, edited properly, all that stupid stuff. That really is just me being a bit too, a little bit too pretentious or perfectionist, but, I have attachment issues, and specifically to my footage, and I have, like, a need for my stuff to be, like, not quality, but not slop, I guess. So I spent a lot of time doing that, and then I finally got to doing this video. It's just, I can't fathom why there's so many loud cars right now. It's 7:05 in the morning. And now, at least, here we are with this. So it took me, I don't know how many hours to do everything that I've done so far tonight, but it took a while, maybe a little bit longer than it needed to take because I take extra steps or breaks or whatever, but that's been my day. Now it's 7:05 in the morning, and I'm hoping that I could at least be awake at a semi-normal time, but I just don't know if it's going to happen, unfortunately. I'm just going to be too tired, and I don't want to, I can't just like force myself awake to do the extremes or make these videos or whatever, because then it's just not, the energy's not there. That's bad. But I don't know. And there's also, like, I don't want to fix the schedule too much because the UFC event this weekend, it starts at like, God, is it 1 in the morning or 4 in the morning? I keep forgetting. I think it starts at 4 in the morning, and it probably goes to like 9 a.m. And that's like the perfect time for the schedule that I'm on right now. So I don't want to fuck that up before Saturday. But like, what's today? Say Thursday. Yeah, today's Thursday. So like, I gotta kind of stick with this for 2 more days, and then it's always something. That's the thing with like these videos and editing, just fitting this all into like a consistent schedule or just anything like that in a way that works for me, that I can feel good about what I do. It's just difficult. I don't know. It's a weird problem to have, but sometimes it's just like 7 a.m. is a worse time to record than like 10 a.m. it feels like. I really should have just done this like a couple hours ago, but again, I didn't want to interrupt my process. It's kind of annoying to flip-flop between different objectives. I like doing things all at once. I don't like breaking it up into parts. Yeah. Alright, I've had enough of these noises interrupting my tapping. I already barely like the tapping. I was just saying in another video that I recorded earlier today that you probably don't see yet. Probably goes up later this week, but I was just saying how, I don't like doing tapping, but like for these videos, doing it for like a minute or two, or 2 to 5 minutes or whatever, to extend the video or just add a little bit of variety to the videos. I don't mind doing that because I've been enjoying trying to make these videos a little bit longer. Because, it used to be difficult for me to even get a video to like 15 minutes or 20 minutes because I just would eat very fast or not try to talk too much. And now I'm trying to just talk a bit more, and I'm trying to add a little bit more variety with the tapping and the visual. I don't know. Like, I've had a couple videos getting close to that 25-30 minute range the last week or so, and I kind of like that because, some people like longer videos, myself included. But I can only do so much right now. I don't have a whole lot to say. I've been up for a while doing all this working on all this stuff. I don't like calling this work stuff. It's kind of stupid, but I ate the food. I tapped the box. I did the Diet Coke. I did the stirring. I did the, I can only do so much. Maybe there will be like a looped sound in here. I don't even know. I still think about back like a couple months ago to make them longer. I did some looped sounds. And I asked if people cared, and people didn't really care, but one motherfucker was like, no, that's basically like AI or something, or he compared what I was saying. He compared me taking my own content and looping it to like AI. And look, I get that AI hate. I really do. You can't let that hate boner stretch that fucking far, because that is just fucking weird. I can't loop my own content that I made myself without you fucking thinking about it being AI related. You know what I mean? That was weird. I remember that because I get real weird about how angry people get with the AI stuff. There's a fuck ton of bad with AI. What I was doing was not that. There was a bit of noise, and I paused, and I went on my phone, and I think like 30 minutes just went by. I did not mean to do that, so I got more done. Nice, and another fresh can here. For pretty much no reason. I kind of just did it just to add another couple seconds to the video. That doesn't really matter. Well, this is Dunzo. I'm gonna skedaddle. It just sounded like a nuclear bomb went off outside. It's garbage day. I do have to take my garbage out. I have 3 full garbage cans I need to take out of here. Alright, I'm not even gonna bother trying to say more words than I need to. It's just too noisy right now. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, goodbye, 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 goodbye.